All right, guys. Coach Micheal Burt, Sunday night prep. Sunday, May 3rd. If you're watching this on Facebook, good to see you here at my home office. If you're watching it on YouTube, good to see you. Thank you for following. Hit the click and subscribe button for me. If you're watching on my LinkedIn, hey, good to see you. All right. I believe that the amateur comes into the week and they wing it versus they work it. All right. And I believe that professionals never wing it. They always work it. So we in my company believe in doing Sunday night prep work. I actually believe you should be significantly better on Monday of this week than you were on Friday of last week, dependent on what you read over the weekend, what you process, what you think about, what you discuss, what you study. I actually do not believe you should ever show up on Monday and be the same as you were last week. You might as well consider that getting worse versus getting better. So this is my Sunday night prep work. We're sharing this out. We have students all over the world who train with us every single week in online academies. They get morning messages from me. They come to events. And we try to teach them that life happens in a rhythm. Your heart beats in a rhythm. We also teach them that inspiration sparks it and motivation starts it and discipline finishes it. So my name is Coach Micheal Burt. I believe everybody needs a great coach in life. I believe a great coach can change your life. I believe those that have a coach always outperform those that don't. I also believe trained people always outperform untrained people. And I believe when you get in a rhythm and you change the way you see yourself, which is called making a double shift from just a person that does X to a specialist versus a generalist, you begin to think of yourself like, hey, man, I want to be one of the best in the world at what I do. Okay. And so tonight we're going to break down what to do when you think you have done everything. Okay. And I don't know what, I was riding my bike a little bit ago and I just thought, people get to a certain point in life and they literally believe they've exhausted all of their options. Okay. And I think it was Tony Robbins who said, man, you haven't done, we hear people say, well, I've done everything that I can do. And the truth is, none of us, including me, have done everything that we can do to win. So tonight we're actually going to break down what else could we be doing. Now, I've got my notes over in the house, but when I sit down and do my Sunday prep on Sunday night and I map out my week, I do my A to B exercise, which is kind of a proprietary tool that we created in the book A to B. It's also in Flip the Switch. I cover it a little bit in the new book called Screw Your Why, but I sit down and I map out my week and I go, I'm at A, and A is my current position. I'm trying to get to B, and who could help me? And then underneath that, I start kind of putting these buckets of opportunity, okay? And I typically have 10 to 12 buckets of opportunity. It could be my primary business, so Micheal Burt Enterprises, which is our coaching company. Could be the Greatness Factory, which is this physical structure that we have in Nashville that we're building a second one in Cool Springs. It could be the Greatness Lab, which is a financial services firm I'm partnered with. It could be Safe Space, which I'm on the board of directors of. It could be any number of partnerships that we have where we are trying to move the ball down the field toward some big goal. And we call that the B goal, the big table. It's the biggest opportunity in business. Now, when you think about this, it's like, okay, what could I do this week? Okay. So think about it as simple as this. If you had a notepad with me tonight and you were doing the A to B exercise, it literally starts off like this. Now, if I could get you to do this and understand that your brain is lazy, it will take the path of least resistance. It was created it's magnificent, but it's like dormant and latent and undeveloped until you, boom, educate it, grow it, train it, work it like a muscle, tell it what you want, right? Which is why this is important exercise. So if you had a little piece of paper just like this, guys, I'm at A and I'm trying to get to B. B is the big table. What is the big table? It's the biggest game in business. It's the biggest game in business. You go to my website right now and download the big table formula, and it shows you a formula that I use. And there's 5 steps to this big table that I'm talking about. Okay. Now, underneath this, I start putting buckets. And these buckets are what we call level 10 opportunities. These are the biggest opportunities available to us, right? That we're not focused on under each bucket. So I could put Safe Space, Micheal Burt Enterprises, the Greatness Factory, the Greatness Lab. What else am I? Okay, some of the insurance plays I'm involved in. All kinds of things, right? And these go in these buckets. Okay, under each of these buckets, then it's like, all right, I need to do this, 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 I need to do this. Okay, now this is where when you start telling yourself, man, I've done everything we could do. We've done everything we can do. Okay, let me step back and ask you a real question. Have you really done everything you could do? Right? Have you really exhausted every relationship you have? Have you really called every lead that you've generated? Have you really engaged with your current customers at the highest level? Have you really followed up with people, right? Have you really worked your strategic partnerships? Have you really exhausting your finances? Have you really, like, when I don't know what to do, I do something. And by working this muscle of doing something, new opportunities open up. Okay. New opportunities open up. Okay. So it's like, oh man, I wasn't even thinking about that opportunity. Like I'd a thought come to me maybe yesterday or the other day and I hadn't even thought about it. It's like, where did that come from? Why didn't I think of that? Well, because I was focused on some other things. So when you start saying to yourself, well, I've done everything that I know to do. Okay. Well, I hear people say that. Well, could you know to do other things? Okay. It's like, have you thought about other ways to go about this? Okay. So when I'm looking at a business, you're like, what could I do? What could I do? Well, I could work on leads. If I don't have enough leads, I could create more lead generation strategies. Like you're seeing me do a flurry of activity in May. I mean, a flurry of activity. I'm on social more. I'm releasing the book, Screw Your Why. I'm doing a 4-week series in Behind the Grind. I'm doing the Quantum Thunderbolt Masterclass. I am speaking all around the country. It's still not enough, man. Okay. It's still not enough. Marketing precedes sales. Okay. What could I do to generate another lead? What could I do to generate more people? How could I become known to more people? How can I do a better job of following up with people? Like I spoke at Tim Story's event yesterday, got in front of a new audience. Okay. So you hear me say you don't need more money, you need more people. But if you get in front of people and you don't create opportunity for those people, or you don't solve a problem for those people, or you don't follow up with those people, then they're not going to exchange any of their money with you, right? Money changes hands when problems are solved. So when you're thinking about, when you make these generalized statements like, man, I've done everything I know to do. I'm sitting there going, today, I haven't done this. I haven't done that. I haven't done that. I haven't done that. I could call that person. I could schedule that meeting. I could bring in these people. I could try these 2 things. It's like there are options that we have when we go out there and work the muscle. So when you see me do this A to B exercise every single week, right? It's not finding my why. I'm finding my because goals. I'm going to do this because of this reason. I'm going to do this because of this. I'm going to work that angle because of this. There's never nothing to do. So what do we teach in our programs? When I don't know what to do, I always do something. Okay. I could do something tonight. I could schedule a meeting for this week. I could look at a calendar. I could follow up with the person. I could read a book. I could listen to a podcast. I could get in the pool and swim and exercise. I can get in a cold plunge and get my body going. I can get in bed early so I can get up early. Like if you've been saying this, man, I've done everything I know to do, man. It's just hard. I don't know how to do it, man. I just don't know how to do it. How do I do it? Okay. What do I need to go grab this week? Okay. What I need to go grab is knowledge. Okay. I could book it to go to a conference. You could book to come see me at the Greatness Factory, May 13th. It's $97, guys, to come spend the day with me and Ben Hardy, who wrote 10X is easier than 2X and Who Not How. And right. You could buy my book. Screw Your Why. It's $49. You get the specialist effect. You could bump up for $97 and spend 4 weeks with me. You could come and see me and Brad Lee on May 14th at the Greatness Factory. That's $97. It's like I hear people say all the time, man, I just don't know what to do. I just don't have any money. I just I just don't, man, I just can't make it work. I just need to wait till next. Listen to me. Listen to what I'm telling you. These are excuses. And an excuse is a self-proclaimed opt-out clause. Okay. There is no shortage of anything. There's a shortage of action. There's a shortage of creativity. There's a shortage of confidence and boldness. There is no shortage of people who can help you. There's no shortage of knowledge. There's no shortage of effort. You could always put more effort in. There's no shortage of prey drive that you could go grab. There's like if you're out there and you man, there's always something to do. So let's kind of close it down tonight by thinking. Let's put our thinking hats on. Let me ask you some questions. Have you mapped out your A to B for this week? You're at A and you're trying to get to B. Who can help you? Have you mapped out where your deficiency is? Is it knowledge? You don't know how to do what you're trying to do. Is it skill? You don't have the skill to do it. Is it desire or prey drive? Is it confidence? Is it relationships? Okay. Let's map out who can help you this week. Okay. Like one of the things I'm doing this year is, I'm booking conferences for me to go watch people, observe people who are earning over $200,000 in income when they speak for 1 hour. And I'm kind of traveling around the country and taking notes and watching and observing and learning through observation on exactly what they're doing. I'm listening, I'm reading, I'm studying, I'm partnering with some of the biggest people in the world, me and Dr. Benjamin Hardy, me and Bradley, me and, you name it, man. You name it. Okay. What am I doing? I'm doing something. I'm sitting here tonight and going, what could I do? The best thing for me to do right now when I get finished is get in the pool, take some laps, get a cold plunge, wind down, get a good night's rest, get ready to tackle the day if I've already mapped out my week. So have you done the A to B exercise? Have you identified who's your who's this week? Have you mapped out your level 10 opportunities? Do you have your prospecting times on the schedule for this week? Like, if you haven't done any of these things, then contrary to what you've been telling yourself, you have not done everything that you need to do. Okay. Have you hit subscribe on my YouTube channel? Have you gone back and watched all of my podcasts with all these people that have done big things on the big table? Have you picked up a book? Have you listened to my Audible on Prey Drive? Have you listened? You see where I'm going with this? There's always something to do. So I want to remove from your vocabulary tonight, man, I've just done everything. I've done everything I know to do. Well, that's a problem. Okay. Because there's more to learn. Okay. So if you hit a plateau, if you're stuck, static, in a rut, complacent, hit your cruising altitude, can't grow, can't get there, what's the first thing you could do, man? How could I get on this 4-week series with Coach Burt? Okay. How do I buy the book for $49? How do I get on his Quantum Thunderbolt free masterclass? How do I get on his Behind the Grind masterclass? How do I, right? Like, you got to get to a posture of hunger and humility, and you got to go get what you need. And if you don't go get what you need, then you are going to be where you currently are. Okay. This is the biggest mistake I see people make. I got to wait till June to get started. I got to do this. I got to go find the money. No. Not when some things are free. You ain't got to find any money for free things, folks. What you got to find is a little prey drive and a little hunger and a little curiosity and a little want to and shut down the excuse department that you've been using. That's what you need to do. Okay. Now, if you want to get in the room with big time people, it's going to cost you some money. Get used to it, folks. It ain't free. Okay. I remember booking a ticket, flying to San Juan, Puerto Rico to meet Dr. Wayne Dyer in person and shake his hand. Changed my life. I remember booking the money that I didn't have to get on a plane and fly into Boston, Massachusetts to shake Stephen Covey's hand. Okay. I remember spending a day with John Maxwell many years ago, watching and observing behind the scenes. I remember paying money to go to 10X as a person to sit in the audience and learn. Okay. You got to quit. You got to get over the fact that, man, you're going to get everything for free. You got to pay to get in the room. You pay to go watch major athletes perform. You pay to watch NBA games. You pay to go to concerts to watch people perform. Like get in your brain that you're going to go find the money to get around the people who could change your life. Now, I keep thinking about this Ken Coleman book that he wrote called The Proximity Principle, because he just said he was down and out. He was at a bad place. He was smart enough to know two things. I need to get to the right place, and I need to get around the right people. I need to get to the right place, and I need to get around the right people. Okay. When I was 18 years old, it's called a code. It's like a code there, bozo. I don't do cocaine. Okay. I don't do any drugs for that matter. But we do have temperature shifts here in Tennessee. Okay. But what a dumb comment to make, man. Okay. You don't even need to be on my YouTube. Follow me if that's what you think about me. Okay. Go follow somebody else. Go harass somebody else, man. I ain't got time. I ain't got time for low budget things like that. Okay. I'm trying to have a serious conversation with serious people who want to get better. Okay. If you want to do those things, go find somebody else to harass, man. It ain't me. Okay. I'm not your boy on that. Okay. So when we're thinking about this, when I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking about how do you use these excuses like this guy's using these excuses here. My eyes look like I do cocaine. You would only recognize that if you do cocaine, man. Humor me here. And what kind of what kind of name you got there? 2026 clips. What is that? What does that mean? What does it stand for? What does it mean to anybody? Okay. Oh, you did do cocaine. Okay. Well, you would know. Okay. If you do cocaine, I don't know what it looks like to do cocaine, but I do know that the temperature shifts here in Tennessee, and I've had a cold and I've been coaching and all those type things. So, I would just encourage you to think a little bit different when you're dealing with people. Okay. It's probably not a way that they're going to want to help you. All right. So let's finish up tonight with this concept. When you say that you've done everything, my big lesson tonight is there's always something to do when you think you've done everything. Okay. So go back, do your A to B exercise, get yourself in a good state, be ready to go play at a high level this week. Okay. And who you're associating with, the language they use, the attitude they have, ask yourself, is that a person that can really help you get to a much higher level? Okay. And what are you willing to do this month to get yourself to a place that you've imagined that you want to get to? Okay. So there's free things, there's paid things, there's all those things. Okay. So when you think about it, let's see if I can't get in there. Coach to kids on cocaine. Don't get the kids. Yeah, that's good. Okay. All right. So if you think about it, I want you using this language. I've done everything that I know to do. Okay. Because we always have it. Okay. Coach Burt, hope you have a great night, guys. Everybody needs a great coach in life, especially at 2026 clips. Definitely going to need a good coach. Okay. You guys have a great night.